Hello everyone. This video in a series is designed to help small business owners succeed with a profitable website. And my name is Ron Collins, the owner of Blue Lacy SEO in El Paso, Texas. If you missed the first video in this series, click on the link below in the description so you can see that one. So let's go ahead and dive in. All right, your home page is the most important page on your website. It's really your money page. Most people are going to enter your website through the home page. If you get the home page wrong, visitors won't stick around. They're going to leave. So I'm going to show you what the perfect home page should look like, at least what elements you should be showing to your visitors. So no matter what your product or service is, you need to think about what you want to communicate to the visitors who land on your page. You need to lead your visitors through a sequence of events to persuade them to either buy from you, or whether it's a product or a service. So the first thing is get your logo. You should have a logo for your business. You probably already have one. And don't make it too complicated. If you don't have one, make it simple like the examples I have here. And your logo doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could be just the name of your business, like this one on the right over here that says Victor Hansen. So make sure you have a nice logo and that it's the correct size. Now, here's an example I gave last week of probably this logo is a little bit too big, and the colors may not be exactly right with the surrounding colors. So make sure you get your logo a good size, like the ones I showed earlier. Now this is how you should size your logo in the header part that has all the menu items in here. So this is about the right size. Okay, next you want to use clear and simple navigation with all the items up here in your menu, about, services. It could contact, it could be other things on here. And don't use any fancy fonts that are hard to read. Make it a simple font, usually about 16 to 18 points. All right, next I want to talk about your hero image. And what this is the first visual element that your visitors will see. Now this could be a picture, animation, or even a video. The visual should give an idea of who you are as a company. So whether you're selling coffee, you have an Italian restaurant, or a wedding organizer or planner, this is the first picture people are going to see, and you need to convey a good message. Have a nice clear photo or video of what you do. And I'm going to go over this in more detail next week's video, but this is what you should have. Okay, the fourth thing is your main headline. Now the headline is the first thing that your visitors are going to read, so make sure what you do and why a visitor should stay on your site, make it clear. And the headline, we can go back and look at some of these. Make it clear what your site is about. So the country's best luxury wedding planners and event organizers. Here's the name of the restaurant, Italian specialty, so people know what it is already. The coffee everywhere, the best coffee around. So you want to convey a message real quick about what your site is about. And then you want to have a supporting statement. You can use a subheading to provide that extra touch of information. So let's look at another one. This is for Loom, a video site. Their headline says, "Say it with video." So it's pretty short, and you get a good idea of what this is about. And their supporting statement, "The expressiveness of video with the convenience of messaging. Communicate more effectively wherever you work with Loom." So here you get a good idea with just a few words about what this website is about. Now here's another one that doesn't make it so clear. It's called Legacy Supply Chain Services. Now they have small text at the top here that says solving complex logistics challenges with omni-channel expertise. Now some people may know what this is if they're clicking on this site. I don't have really any idea what they're talking. I don't know what omni-channel expertise is. But on their button down here, it says solutions for your supply chain. To me, that would be better in your main heading, solutions for your supply chain. That makes a little bit more sense than omni-channel expertise. So make it clear to your visitors what your site is about. All right, then you're going to have your main call to action. You want your visitor to do something when they land on your website, and you need to make it obvious. So you're going to have a main call to action. It could be a button like this, get a quote, contact us, fill out a form, or you could have up in the high in the page, like this one, book a free consultation, a very simple form to fill out, and a button to send it. So your main call to action, you want to have it up high in the website so people know where to contact. It could be just a phone number. It could be like the button or a form to fill out. Some type of call to action. Okay, next is media badges. You want to build trust and credibility with your visitors, so you want to show this information on your website. Your visitors will see you as an authority. So here's an example of media badges I have on my website, and you could have 3 or 4 of these, and it just shows your that you have some authority. You know what you're doing, and these could be a Better Business Bureau badge. It could be all kinds of types of trust badges that show that your company can be trusted. Okay, number 7, social proof. Now, this is an area for you to have customer reviews, links to case studies, video interviews or testimonials, logos of customer companies, and review scores from sites like Yelp or Google. So this is very important to build some trust because many people that go to websites, they don't know who you are, and they're looking for some social proof that you can be trusted. That's why it's important to have customer reviews, testimonials, logos of companies that you've worked with, maybe some big companies or companies people would recognize. And if you have good review scores, like from Google, other directories, you can have that on there also. All right, so number 8 is an area for services or products. Now, one thing you need to be aware of is that a lot of people, when they are talking about their services or products, they're putting down features of their product and not necessarily benefits, and there's a difference. Actually, you should include both, but you want to emphasize the benefits of your product before you talk about the features. So let me give you an example. Here's an umbrella. On the left are the features. It's made of cloth, it's unbreakable, and the handle's made of wood. On the right are the benefits. The benefits: protection from the sun and the rain. So this is a real simple explanation, but people are more interested in benefits than they are in features. But you want to include both. So here's an example. Here's a bike on a e-commerce website, and it has a little description of what about this bike. So let's take a look at this. It says Marlin 5 is a trail-worthy rider that's perfectly suited for everyday adventures on and off the trail. Okay, this is a benefit of having this bike. So that's what you want to have in the first sentence. The second sentence says a suspension fork, 21 speeds, mounts for a rack and kickstand. Okay, so these are the features of this bike. So if you just started out with, well, this bike has a suspension fork and 21 speeds and mounts for this and that and a chrome kickstand, that doesn't build any excitement, because what is this bike going to do for me? Now the second sentence is broken up into two areas. So they have the features, and then it continues: make it an ideal choice for new trail riders or anyone looking for a comfortable, stable commuter with the ruggedness of a real mountain bike. So in this one sentence, we have a feature and a benefit. So this is a perfect little paragraph, because it starts out with benefits, then it gives you the features, and then it talks about benefits again. So this is the way you want to do it when you're describing your service or your product. All right, now it's good to have a section on your website where it describes your services or your product. And like this one says, I coach, I speak, I write. This is about a coaching site, what I do. So you have a little bit of text, you have a heading, a little bit of text, and then a read more button, so it goes to another page to talk about this a little bit more. So this just gives a little bit of information about each service that you have. You may not want to put every service if you have a lot of them. Maybe 3 to 6, depending on how many you have. So this is how you showcase your services or your products. Okay, then we get to written content, which is important for visitors and search engines. And let me show you an example of this. All right, here we have a website on air conditioning and heating, and point out a few things. They have their header with their logo, the menu items, call to actions up here. Here's their hero image, some links. Here are their services: air conditioning, heating, specials, maintenance. That goes to other sections of their website. Then they have a heading, and then a little bit of text. You don't want to have a whole bunch of big text here, because people are not going to read all this. You want to break it up in small sections. So then they have another section with a picture, call to action button. They have another heading and a small amount of text. And they're saying here are just a few of the services we offer. So they have heating, air conditioning, a little bit of text, and a picture, and this is done very nicely. And a learn more button, so it goes to another page. Here's another little section of content and a picture next to it. Preventive maintenance, another small section of text. So this is what you want to do. There's many ways to do it, not just this design, but you want to break up your text into small sections that people can read instead of large paragraphs. Then they have selecting the best heating and AC company. This doesn't have any links to it. It's not really necessary, but they're trying to convince you of why you should pick them. Complete heating and air conditioning service. Guarantee quick response, fast communications. And here's another group of texts with an image. And then we have some testimonials here. Hear what our customers are saying. So this is good. And even a link to read more testimonials. They have a Better Business Bureau logo here. Review us on Google. See more customer reviews. And then their media badges down here. Everything I was talking about earlier, they have in this website. So I hope this helps you build the perfect home page. And everybody be blessed, and I'll see you next time.